1, check 2, check 3, all good. Yeah, solo spell brigade, just unlocking and walking, casting my way, unlearning slowly. Because solo, not doing great. The first round, I'm just gonna play whoever's contracted, and I won't do infinites. I'm not interested. Oh, everybody's so interesting. I just noticed this, but if you actually check the background of the stained glass, you can actually see there's Reginald, there's Sun, there's Moon. So their symbols in the lore are actually the stained glass windows in the background. Neat. Well, as much as I'd love to play with friends, I have no friends who own this game, and it's solo day anyways. Anyways, I'm checking out new site. Never actually played here before. It's a good one. If I have limited levels anyways, caused by the... I can use the tornadoes to my advantage. Cool. Cool down. Apparently those are crabs. Like, everything's apparently like mostly ocean based, which hard to disagree, but it's pretty common when you're fighting Boolean monsters for some reason. X-Bomb is good. I really want to take Fortune's Favor because it's a good upgrade, but at the same time, like I said earlier, there's only a limited number of slots I can get upgrades for anyways. I'm better off infusing my spells in that case. Because I ain't going infinite, in which case I'm better off getting better spells. Huh, so that's the stage editor. Each stage has its own variation of something that runs across the screen. In the case of the first stage, there's just a wall of creatures with intermittent holes. In the case of the second stage, a bunch of trees grow around you and slowly close in. And in this stage, it looks like batches of flying enemies just fly by every once in a while. Oh well, took damage, don't care. Is the crab? Oh, yeah, okay, he's injuring himself by running across lava. Guess that makes my job slightly easier. Mission complete. Spell will linger at the furthest point. X-Bomb split is broken. Of the elements, ice is the most useless in my opinion. So let's just hope I don't get a lot of ice. Oh, that's a completely new enemy. So yay, health potion. I'm going to drink that even though I don't need to. Because that's one of the quests to unlock a new outfit for this guy. Hey, each stage also does have their own unique enemy. The first stage had the Marmot dudes. Totally forgot about that. Don't remember at all what the second stage had. It's not a very exciting game. Actually, it's very exciting. I'm just wildly tired. Fire it is! Because again, ice is not great. Fire does damage over time, which is of course naturally amazing, because any form of damage is useful. What ice does is it just makes enemies stop, which I don't want my enemies to stop. That's not helpful. Yeah, I guess if I was trying to stay completely still, it could be kind of useful, but there's only like one weapon in the game that benefits from being completely still. So unless I have that weapon and that relic, I see no reason I should ever try standing still. Acid. Now all more weak. Acid reduces defense. There's a healer, that's kind of annoying. Cooldown, grab the health potion even though I don't need it. Take a hit to the face, don't care. I want Aurora Wings. Aurora Wings is powerful. Of course, all the enemies are always in the direction I have to walk. And the soul sludge is in the lava. We're gonna give you a quest you can't complete. There's far too many enemies. Why are they always coming from the direction I need to walk? Cooldown on the Aurora Wing. Yes! Managed to successfully do it anyways. Spell hits an additional target, not useful. Your spell turns into hit. So hard to hit myself. Okay, guess I'll upgrade the base damage of Moonerang. Oh hey, a health potion. I could actually use that for once. Wow, that just instantly killed me. There is absolutely zero cooldown on that attack speed, huh? Oh, that's my fault for not walking sideways fast enough, so. Good to know for future reference, I suppose. Going infinite, I take the second slot, but I'm not, so... Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is something that confuses me, like, a lot about this particular game. That's a relic chest. Break it open, you grab the item, you get a relic. Whatever, that makes sense. What's weird is when you play infinite, you still receive the same number of relics that if you would if you just played normally. That suits this character the best. Which is just so weird to me. So you get 3 relics if you play normally. One after the first 2 objectives, one after the second 2 objectives, and then 1 during the boss fight. Okay, so you play infinite, and you get 1 after the first 2 objectives, 1 after the second 2 objectives, and 1 during the boss fight, and then you never get another relic. Which is so weird because that like defies the point of going infinite, which is to collect items forever to get more upgrades to become eventually, effectively, either immortal or just die because you couldn't keep up to the ramping. That is a not great legendary relic. It is legendary, which is great, but it is not a great legendary relic. Oh, that's a great epic relic, though. Acid. Oh, I got Dark Element now. Fantastic? I don't know what that entails yet, because I haven't yet. Well, I just unlocked it. How could I know what it entails? Paper Beam. Never got it before. Had no idea how it cast. I'm almost dead. Fungus, I can do that. Probably. That was almost like really bad. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That is complete nonsense. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't avoid that one. It came too fast from an angle I couldn't react to it. Find it even sooner, that appears to just be instant death. Like, if you get touched, it just kills you. I did not see the damage numbers on that. But I can survive walking through that with greater ease than I can survive getting directly smacked in the face by that squad of dudes. seeing many fungi. Additional bounce, don't need that. Spell explodes at the end of its lifetime, that's pretty easy sounding. I wish something would drop a health potion. Drop rate for health potions and magnets feels way too low. That might just be a plague, maybe because there's upgrades for it now. I already have all the upgrades unlocked. I know there is an upgrade for it. I wish there was a relic finder upgrade. Make it way easier than trying to run around the entire map looking for a single relic that could be literally anywhere. All in all, most of my complaints about this game is I wish it was just stole this feature from Vampire Survivors. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a relic there? How am I... There was nothing I could do. Wait, why do I have a revive? I already died twice. Oh my gosh, what an annoying location to put my next objective. Holy crap, they are doing everything they can to make me fail. This is just not a fun stage. No wonder no one plays any of the harder stages. Oh, if you're out of revives, you can slowly regen one. Cool. Why? If you're gonna give me objectives mid-mission that I have to try and complete, at least put them somewhere where I don't have to kill myself to perform them. Like, from lack of healing options to force me to walk through dangerous areas to harm myself in order to perform basic tasks that you really need to do because you do need the boss from these. It's already hard enough to get these stupid orbs to go where you want. Yeah. I'm never playing that stage again. Can you put this on Reginald? Like, seriously, Reginald hasn't gone this buff once. It's always Moon Mage, Sun Mage, Moon Mage, Sun Mage, Moon Mage, Sun Mage. It's actually incredibly boring to just swap back and forth all the frickin' time. What does leveling up the characters even do? It never says. Free spell size, that's awesome. Do they get better stats? Can't tell which of these are from me leveling up and which ones are from enchantments and which ones are from the character themselves leveling up, if there even is a difference from them leveling up. You get increased dodge or something. This character's traits: increased dodge, small hitbox, moves faster on hazards and roads. Spell damage, I like that one. Solar Pulse probably has one of the worst available upgrades for it, which is decreased cooldown. Why would a constantly active spell need decreased cooldown? Oh, it makes the hit rate faster. No, it doesn't. That's what the hit rate upgrade does on Rocky Road. X-Bomb is better. Size spell. Size upgrades are always good for... Yeah. It's not like I wasn't trying to kill things on the other stage either. I was doing my damnedest. I was just stuck with all the stupid things in the way and having to run cross-map marathons to just die on the other half. Because you couldn't run in a straight line anywhere, you take damage. See? This is so much easier. There's even an audio warning. At least you know those things are coming. They almost always come from above, so they're easy to spawn. Honestly, I don't know who designed the second and third stages, but they feel poorly designed to me. Their gimmicks are interesting, they're just poorly placed to make it a nuisance. And then deliberately annoying it might be, deliberately annoying is still annoying. I don't know who said that previous quote, I just know someone did. Because they don't feel like challenges or obstacles, they just feel annoying. Like the geysers felt like a challenging obstacle on the second stage, where if you touch them, they explode and you can use that as an effect. And the brambles are just annoying. The ice is interesting because it doesn't just slow you down, it makes it harder for you to control your movement, which is what ice should do, and it makes sense. But the brambles, again, just annoying. They just slow you down, nothing more, nothing less, which isn't fun. Especially when you get soul sludge in it every f***ing time. I feel like the objectives of this one took from Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, and didn't understand why the objective system in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor actually worked. X-Bomb, no wait, that's additional bounce, which isn't great. Reduce damage for enemy in field is amazing because you pretty much never take damage from anything that isn't an enemy. Unless you have allies, of course, but I've never played this game with allies, so I can't speak on that front. Lack of notification that relics spawn. Lack of I never even knew the relics were in the game. Is it possible to miss relics if you just don't notice them fast enough? Like, because you're not told they dropped or that they spawned. It'd be one thing if there was like a tutorial message, oh yeah, relics spawn every so often and run around the entire map to find them. But no, they just show up and it's just like, oh yeah, this happened like 4 minutes ago. We didn't tell you. Not to mention locating them is a massive pain. This really does feel like DRG Survivors. And, what was I trying to say? Vampire Survivors. I will say this was just something I find kind of funny. I didn't unlock the enchantment system on time because I did too well. I played so well in my first game that I completed both quests as Reginald and killed Soulfish without ever unlocking the enchantment system. And I probably would have never unlocked the enchantment system had I not gone to the second stage. Okay, there needs to be a reroll system for infusing spells. If you're going trying to force me to get double fire on my solar pulse to upgrade it, but I can't even get solar pulse and I can't deny to try and get it on a different time, that's stupid. In fact, I didn't even know that double infusions were a thing. Like, I understood that there was 2 infusion slots, and so you could infuse 2 times. I just always assumed that you had to infuse 2 different elements. I never realized that you could infuse the same element twice until it just randomly popped up one time. And I was like, oh, I was trying to figure out what combo Wildfire was. Turns out Wildfire is fire plus fire. How am I supposed to do that if I can't re-roll the infusions? Even if it was just a relic version of re-rolling. That would be so useful. To which relic rerolls require life instead of upgrades from a reroll screen. Which is stupid. Not the rerolls from the upgrade screen. Or requiring the blood thing. I actually think that's brilliant. Being able to reroll the relics and having the cost be. That should not have launched backwards. I think the having to buy rerolls from the shop and having it be one of the final unlocks is stupid. Because you have to buy 15 enchantments before you're even told that there is a reroll option in the shop. There's so many small things in this game that I'm just sitting here thinking, yeah, someone did not think this idea through. Solar Pulse Sword, Rune no, I'd probably choose Aether Beam. Trying to think of a weapon set where you could stand perfectly still, give everything to ice, and it would actually be phenomenal. Aether Beam's effective range being the same size as Solar Pulse. means that the two of them both had ice that would actually stack really well.
That would also require me to be able to choose ice specifically, to which I can't.
You're going to lock achievements behind it. Because one of the dumbest things you can do in a game that pisses off nearly everyone who plays RNG games is lock achievements behind RNG. If there's nothing we can do to guarantee the effects we want, we are going to complain. Oh, never mind. Aether Beam has a super long range. I just couldn't tell. I've yet to find my relic. As I was complaining about earlier, unless you know when to go looking for your relic, you never will. Delayed Fate is great. Its unlock requirement of not using rerolls is kind of stupid, though. That's the wrong thing. Very wrong. I mean, it makes sense to have the unlock for Delayed Fate, which is to not use rerolls 10 times when you 5 times when you only have commons. Makes perfect sense. It's just, again, the enchantment unlock system is stupid. I should just have all enchantments available to me to begin with. The fact that I have to die to even unlock the enchantment table is stupid. And I can't really think of any games that do that. I think DRG Survivors did that, where you couldn't access certain things on the table, but that was you had to unlock things on the table enough times that you unlock direct upgrades, I think. I don't remember. I'll have to go play DRG again. DRG Survivors. To which I also hated DRG Survivors and its upgrade systems. I guess the fastest way I can explain all my complaints in most of these games is, well, people like leaving things to fate and chance, and that's the point of these games. When fate and chance are out of our control to the degree that to progress, we need random sheer luck to get what we need, we get violent. It's not a bad thing that I have to work with what I get available. That's a cool mechanic and exists in a lot of games. That's like literally the entire point of roguelikes. So what about RNG pisses us off? When we can't control it, it's not our choice, we're just screwed. We're suffering for someone else's decision. That and lack of explanation, because I have no idea how lowering enemy resistances works. And that annoys me. How much damage does fire do? What is it based off of? If I increase my spell damage, does it change? Is it global or is it... What does lowering enemy resistances do? You told me it lowers enemy's resistances, but by how much and for how long? What's elemental damage? That exists in Alchemic Confusion, but of the five elemental infusions, only one of them actually does direct damage to my knowledge, which is fire. No, wait, lightning also does damage. So that's two of them. I have no idea if darkness does or doesn't yet. There's just a lot of things that in this game, which is super cool, just make me go, whose brilliant idea was this? And other ones that make me go, who designed this and did not think it through? Same thing for Haste. Love Haste. Absolutely great game. Took me a while to figure out how the jump system actually worked. And once I figured it out, it was incredibly powerful, sure, but... The endless mode is not explained. The keep running option, I don't get why it's there. It makes no sense for it to be there, especially... What does that even do on Aetherbeam? Oh, look, it's a quarter faster. What does that mean? It does damage at a constant rate. Seriously, just give it Rocky Road's spell rate up. Just name it the same way as Rocky Road. Or it might be doing reduced cooldown, but we don't need to know that. At least the other sentence makes sense. But it's a spell that looks like it's constantly active. What do you mean it has reduced cooldown? In early access, which is part of the reason why I'm heckling it, in all honesty. Because I like the game, and it's in a stage where they can still upgrade and change features, then I'm yelling about the features that I hate, so they can change it. It could also complement the features I enjoy, but to be honest, I don't know what those are personally. And that's what they actually mean when they say that the customer does not know what they want. The infusion system is cool. I like how the various spells act. I like the augmentation system. I think that's awesome. The friendly fire eventually I would have complained about had they not eventually added the harmony pack. The fact that you have to unlock the harmony pack is stupid. Because if I'm playing with a friend and he kills me in the first run of the game and I'm told after that there's a feature that allows me to not do that and I unlocked it by dying to my friend, I'm not gonna play that game again. I'm pissed off. I've left the game and I'm never coming back already. And now you're telling me that that was avoidable and you just decide to lock it from me? No, friendly fire off should have been an option I could have chosen from the beginning. It should not be something I have to unlock in one run and then actually be able to use in a different one. Too high up. There it is. I had to guess that it was around now that it showed up. Every time you dodge heal, that is great for this guy because the dodge is his major stat. Though I say that, it only is like, it starts at like 5 or something. It's like so incredibly low. But if for everyone else, it starts at like 0, which is just such a weird thing to me. I don't know. I've done game design before. I know it's incredibly difficult. There's not a whole lot you can do. Your ambitions don't always work out. Hard. Make a game and get it to run the way you want. In the visual style, albeit a bit confusing, is amazing. I still don't understand how those things are supposed to be crabs. I wish there was a tag system. Like it was a mod for, admittedly, this was a mod for Shotgun King, but there was a mod for Shotgun King that gave the game an internal tagging system. That tagging system existed anyways, but you couldn't see it, and all that mod did was make it so you had access to the internal tagging system, and it made the game so much easier to play. Slowly corrupts enemies until they fight for you. What? Oh, I'm taking damage there. I should not have taken Dark. Because it looks like my spell damage is too high for it to work. The increased spell damage rate. There's no reason to reduce cooldown. And I understand that affects the rocks, not the rock spawn rate, but the rock spawn rate is basically constantly active. Same as Aether Beams, same as Solar Pulse. So even if the code it does is it affects cooldown, writing it like that would make more sense to more people. Does an enemy have to be continuously hit, or does it only need to be hit once and eventually it will turn? See, I got hit by that wall. That wall does a decent amount of damage. It does like a quarter of my health. That's a logical amount of damage for it to do. Not my entire freaking health bar. Corrosion would have been the smarter choice, but I'm trying to see if I can get Dark to work. Oh, I can! Dark seems like you need multiple casts of it, like multiple sources. And even then you harm allies, so you're gonna need the augment to not harm allies with Dark. Basically, if you have Dark, you also need a bunch of spells that convert damage to healing while hitting allies and teammates. Wait, does that extend to these guys or no? That was the sound of the boss showing up. Screw it, full Dark. Why does it keep giving me Solar Pulse? Appreciative of the fact that you can continue upgrading spells past their cap. But it's incredibly annoying that it isn't a weighted system of it doesn't prioritize spells that haven't capped reach. Just going to ignore Soulfish while I run around looking for the relic. Because while the relic might not make a whole lot of difference at this point, I still want it. Grabbing enough relics should unlock the ability to have a relic radar. That way you're never confused as to where the hell the relics are located. There it is. Oh, that is retroactive. I just got 80 armor. One of my favorite things to do is this, because I can hit him with his own pillars, which just does a ton of damage. Everything turns against you. It is kind of funny as the Sun Mage that I'm using almost purely dark-based magic. And if the concern for like, oh, well, what if you got all the relics already? What are you going to do with the relic chest? It's like, just spawn them and just make them give you EXP or gold. You know, same thing that happens in Vampire Survivors when you level cap. You open a chest and you don't have any upgradable items, you can either get a chicken or money out of it. Do the exact same thing. I don't see why it's that difficult. Ah, darn, I was trying to die so that way I could crush Soulfish like this. Boom. Well, timing. Hi, Aldrich. Yeah, see? Aldrich's now lit up on the back. That's cool. Revives teammates more efficiently, has increased health regeneration, heals teammates more efficiently. Well then, he is great for purely dark. Hello, somebody just opened my door. I see. Bewitched. I just love that. 432 bewitched fungi, as if I could control when those show up. At least it's something that will happen eventually. Well, that's never happening unless I can convince somebody else. Big man! Excuse me. His specialty is healing. And I want to upgrade him with dark to the best of my ability. Well, they might not give me... I also got to make sure that I take spells that have the augment for hitting allies. Which I know Hex Bomb has it. I know Aether Beam has it. Remember, I think the Boomerang might have the healing spell augment, because not all of them do, to my knowledge. I don't think Solar Pulse or Rocky Road have it. Necro Roll has it, I know that much. But to ask, why does it look so much bigger than the last time I used Necro Roll, as if I haven't just gotten an upgrade that increases size of spells? I don't think... No, Falling Star does not have it. I really wish you could check what augments and stuff you got on your spells in here. Decreased cooldown, because that should give higher tick rate at the very minimum. Soul Sludge. I hate this one. I think one of my least favorite parts is the Soul Sludge actually spawns underneath obstacles, meaning you can't clean it out from underneath them. So you're actually stuck with less area to clean out your Soul Sludge than the area actually presented. Because it's like, it's underneath that rock. You can see it underneath the rock, and I can't reach what's underneath the rock. The rock's in the way. So I actually have less space to clean up than it really looks like. Makes cleaning up all of it really annoying sometimes. Necro Whirl is healing now. Lightning, I guess. I'm gonna hope I get dark next time, because again, you can't reroll that. It's annoying. Because the elemental infusions are like so powerful until you realize you can't choose the infusion you want, which means you can't choose the effect that you get, which makes them worthless. But does this guy just naturally come with healing? Oh, he does. With lightning is still just fine, I think, because elemental damage from a cast still counts. Which means so long as I get healing, even if everything else, so long as I have enough dark, it doesn't matter. Though, again, that also requires me to control how much dark I get, which I can't. Increased spell damage means increased healing. Decreased spell cooldown means more active spells equals more healing. False Summoner is a kind of interesting concept. Because that's essentially what Dark is. It's just like, oh yeah, you play as a summoner, except it's false summoning because you're actually just stealing your opponents. Something I find super interesting. Well, those guys are immune to most things. They're not immune to Rocky Road while they're underground. Pretty sure I've seen them take damage from that. I wonder if it's because the Rocky Road model sticks underground just far enough that it still hurts them. Because I imagine their model is just jammed in the ground somewhere. Favorite objectives because it's so easy to do. Success! Bomb heals, Falling Star doesn't, Aurora Wings doesn't. X-Bomb it is. X-Bomb! More healing! Spell magnet, I should pick that up. Aether Beam can heal as far as that. Defensive defense, which I want for some reason. Not sure why I wanted that, I just know I did. There's the ads. Oh no. I mean, in the end, it could be totally personal opinion, but I hate lack of control in anything. Lack of control makes for really fun things sometimes, and the rest of the time, it's just flippin' annoying. Sorry. I hit the wrong buttons in the right order. Good, dark. Does that heal allies? I'm so curious. Need more darkness. Good thing to say. No, converted allies still take damage from my spells, even with healing. That is stupid. So if I convert something with darkness, then hit it with a healing spell, which should be the most effective plan in the world, it just kills my ally. trying to get healing on it now. We already know it doesn't work. Literally beats the entire point of this build. Concept. The problem is, oh, but if you keep everything alive because you've converted too many people, just put a conversion limit. Don't allow me to convert everyone freely. Or make it so if I convert too many, there's a timer on it, and they eventually just blow up and die anyways. Like... Dark is now the most useless thing in the game because they don't get treated as allies. If they don't get treated as allies, what's the point of using healing spells? Also, Vengeful Sprout can have healing on it, but I don't think it can target wizards to begin with. To which, why would I ever want it on Healing Sprout then? Why do enemy attacks have infinite range, but mine don't? Hey, I don't know, why don't you tell me? Hey, I don't know, why don't you tell me? Fighting, because there's no point in getting dark. My plans have already fallen apart in that regard. I sound super depressed. It's actually just because I'm wildly tired, but for some reason I haven't been able to sleep at night. I should probably stop giving myself random existential crises. I won't. Mostly because I do a lot of growing because of those existential crises. But I think it's a very important thing that I keep having them. I don't know if the devs will ever see this. They probably will. And by the time it eventually gets turned into a video, it will probably be out of date on information. Can I even turn this into a video? Survivor likes do tend to do good on YouTube, but that usually requires a whole lot of cutting and knowing where to. Kind of like surgery. That's nonsense! Enemies spawn too close. It's not that I want them to spawn further away. Not like we could really modify the spawn rate either. Long story short, I have no idea how to fix the problem that I'm claiming is enemy spawn too close. I don't have an application for that. I also hate the fact that this is also something I hated in Vampire Survivors. They almost always spawn in the direction you're trying to walk. I am calling this build Stormy Weather because it is purely dark lightning. No, let's screw it. White lightning. Oh, it does freeze through the... I think it's a single target spell's best friend. As a side effect of leveling up, I have gotten slower. That's not fair. He ran away. I gave him. I feel like your name should be Keevan and not Kaven. And it gave it back to Sun Mage. Gains XP. Aliases, Kev, and why is he looking at me like that? Well, that's gonna be it for this stream, and I'm out of words to say, so I burped instead. Next stream's on Thursday at 5 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. If you're on the YouTube side of things, check out the Twitch side of things. If Twitch side of things, check out the YouTube side of things. That will be all. Goodbye.